It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the absolutely completely random podcast for Saturday, October 24th, 2020. We're 7 days away from Halloween, 7 days away from the end of the month, and 7 days away from a blue moon. First one I've seen since, it's been a while. Cool. Anywho, what do I got to talk about this week? Well, believe it or not, Pokemon is releasing a human Pokemon card. It's kind of interesting. The Charlie Brown TV specials will not be airing on network TV this year, and I'm going to explain why. For those that really care. Me, I never liked the specials, so I really don't care. Quibi is dead, and not short enough its reign was. No, seriously, it's actually done. They're shutting down. It's a miracle. Fall Guys is finally fixing one of the most boringest levels I have ever had the pleasure of watching. No, seriously, it makes watching paint dry seem just a bit more entertaining. And Hasbro is going to be bringing us more Power Rangers, both in TV adaptation form and in movies. Obviously, they did not learn their lesson from the 2017 fiasco, or they just didn't look at this as a learning tool. Either way, it's painful. But I digress. All this and more this week on the absolutely completely random podcast. But hey, don't forget, you can also find yourself some really cool items. The holiday season is fast approaching, and you yourself could easily need something for a friend, a colleague, a coworker, or somebody you just plain hate. Come check out my eBay page. I have a wide variety of stuff. Trading cards, DVDs, video games, miscellaneous stuff, you name it. It's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Come on, check it out. You might enjoy it. And, well, you never know. You might find something you really like. That's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Don't forget, you can also follow me over on Twitter at OtakerRhodes. You can also check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on the good old official Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Ring the notification bell so you too can be notified when new and improved videos drop. Because, hey, it's always fun here on the channel, right? Alright, so this is usually the part of the show where I talk about how my week went, and oh boy. Yeah, this week was fun. For starters, my voice is finally starting to come back, which is really nice. I cannot even begin to tell you how horrible it was that my voice was actually starting to go out again. But it's starting to come back, so I'm kind of happy about that. I put up a channel update video for everybody that's interested in it. You can check it out. If I remember right, I will put a link to it right about here in the video, but I'd have to really remember to do that. If not, check it out. It's actually pretty cool. I'm going to talk a little more about it after I record the Q&A this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, yeah, it's been sort of a roller coaster week for me. So I sold an item on eBay. This would have been, I want to say, last week. And the item got to its destination. And the I'm not the seller, I'm the seller. The buyer opened a case against me, which was a lot of fun. Claiming the item was busted. I didn't like really check it or anything, and they wanted a full refund, and I unfortunately had to give that because, hey, when you open up a case through eBay, they don't exactly give you much choice. It's either we'll offer a partial refund. If they decline the partial refund, and you're either left with two choices, either you pay for the item to be shipped back to you out of your pocket and then refund the money, in which case the buyer could easily destroy the item before you get it just to give you shits and giggles, and you'd still be forced to give them back their money, because then they'll complain to eBay, and of course there would be no way to prove that they damaged the item because of, well, it was shipping, that's what did it, I didn't destroy it. Or you refund the thing in full and the person keeps the item, and unfortunately I had to do the latter. So yeah, that made me very happy, actually. It was a good almost $90 I lost out on, so I was kind of pissed. And that was just freaking Tuesday. Yeah, that was freaking Tuesday. So that was on Tuesday. I recorded I did a rant video, and I'm probably gonna do an updated version for that too. But yeah, that was Tuesday. Wednesday, went to work. Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't, anything special or anything to write home about. Came home, same old, same old. Thursday was boring and dull. Yesterday was kind of still the same, boring and dull, and then pretty much that was it. Yeah, this week really wasn't that all exciting, except for the fact that I was watching some dinosaur episodes on YouTube. Really started getting back into Defunct Land a bit. I was watching some of it with my mom. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I've done this week, is not much of anything. I mean, I wasn't feeling that great with my voice going in and out, coughing a lot because of it. And it's seasonal allergies that affect me every freaking year, and I hate it when they affect me every freaking year. Because every time the weather changes, my allergies get screwed. You can still kind of hear it in my voice yet. Because I still have like a lot of phlegm in that's trying to drain out of my sinuses, and that's a lot of freaking fun. Yay, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, since last week we had the funeral for my grandfather, so that was last Saturday. Not really much of anything, happened after that, and like I said, I did the video, the channel update video on Thursday, so yeah, there's that. I'm going to record the Q&A this coming Tuesday. Now, here's the neat part, and I want to explain this quick because I know I'm going to need a little bit of filler here. So, I'm going to record the Q&A on Tuesday. I am debating if I want to put it up Thursday or put it up Saturday. Since Halloween actually falls on a Saturday this year, and Saturday is the literal final day of the month, I'm kind of debating putting it up on that date, just to really make it special. But at the same time, I'm also kind of hesitant on doing that. I kind of have my reasons for not wanting to do that, so on and so forth. So I don't know exactly how I want to do it yet, but that's kind of my idea as of right now. But it's not set in stone. It could go up Thursday. It could go up Saturday. I don't know which yet. So that's where I'm at. But either way, I'm recording the Q&A this week. I know I have a few questions. If you want to submit any, you have I'm going to give you till Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Because of everything that happened this month, I thought I might have had to delay it or not even do it at all. So it's like 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday afternoon. That's all more time I can give you, because I'm literally going to be recording it Tuesday night. So that's all the more time I can give you. Sorry. But otherwise, yeah, let's get into the podcast, shall we? Because we got some fun stuff to talk about this week. Alright, so this is kind of cool here. So, Pokemon's going to be releasing a human trading card. And I apologize if you hear the clicking, it's my mouse. So, just wanted to, yeah. I usually don't have a mouse, but this time I do, so if you hear the clicking, that's what it is. But yeah, so we're going to be getting a human trading card shortly, courtesy of the Pokemon trading card game. So, this isn't the first time that they've ever done a non-Pokemon card in their Pokemon game, which is ironic, actually. So, it's going to be releasing, I believe, in coinciding with the newest Pokemon movie, Pokemon Coco. Yeah, I'm not even joking on that one. which is set to release on Christmas in Japan, literally December 25th. It's going to be the 23rd movie in the Pokemon series. It's going to take Ash and Pikachu into a brand new locale while still attempting to navigate the treacherous machinations of Team Rocket. Which, let's face it, at this point in time, if I were Jesse and James, I would just break off from Team Rocket, literally go catch myself some Pokemon, and just become a regular trainer. Do something else with your damn lives. You guys suck at being villains, and the more that they try to make them better as the series is going on, the sadder and sadder I feel. And that's honestly not a good thing. But at the same time, I'm not exactly upset with it. It's more of one of those, I kind of wish that they would just let Jesse and James do something else, have them break free of Team Rocket and be done with it. But, yeah. But either way, we don't know exactly yet when we're going to see it here in North America, of course. You got Netflix releasing Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which, if I remember right, was the newer version of the original, which, honestly, as cool as the concept idea was, no. But anyway, Twitter user Joe Merrick shared the first look at this new Pokemon trading card that's going to feature the young jungle-dwelling boy from Pokemon Coco, who bears a striking resemblance to that of Tarzan. You know, because we didn't need a, Pokemon that... Yeah, never mind. But anyway, this is actually pretty interesting. So, yeah, this is going to be alongside the larger-than-life pocket monster of Zarude. Yeah. The image of this thing, though, when you pull it up, holy crap, is it impressive. Now, I don't actually even see, like, a Pokemon in there now, so this is definitely 100% human, which, opens up a lot of questions here. But this is definitely the first one in a while. So it's like they're releasing the third ever publicly released Pokemon card featuring a non-Pokemon, and the second to actually be playable since Buried Fossil and Skyridge back in 2002. So yeah, and okay, Zarude is in the background. Okay, so it's basically Zarude's gonna be like the one that's drawing the power, but yeah, you're getting a human in the card. Not exactly a full-on human Pokemon card, but still you get the general gist of things. But what I like about this, it's got 90 hit points, but it's got a 120 point attack. Like, there's literally an attack on here that does 120 damage. So you know this thing's going to be OP the minute it hits the game. The meta's just going to lose their shit over this one, so that's definite. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. But yeah, you have Zarude there. I didn't think Zarude was in when I first saw it, but yeah, Zarude's in it, like off to in the back. So of course, there you go. Yeah, it's just yeah. And Zarude is there. Yeah, it is Zarude, because I'm looking at the comments here, and it's, yeah, Zarude's in the background. God damn, that thing is creepy. But of course, and the kicker is, if you actually look at the markings on Zarude and then look over at, I don't even know what the hell the name of the kid is. I'm assuming Coco. Yeah, they almost look freaking spot on, almost like he's trying to imitate him. But yeah, what the hell? Tarzan, like, what the hell? But it does make a lot of sense, though, for them to make this card and everything else. But still, it's weird. Now, yes, this definitely, though, is coming at a good time. I mean, TCG and even the CCG and the TCG definitely need a massive boost right now because of the effects of COVID-19, basically screwing them to the wall with in-person tournaments needing to be either postponed or canceled. The overall popularity of the game itself is probably going to be down, but it's definitely not out, especially with this upcoming promotion tying into the 23rd movie of the franchise. You're liable to hit the ground floor running. I mean, this is almost like every single Pokemon movie. They usually come out with a trading card that ties into it. With the third one, they gave you Entei. The second one, I think it was like a Lugia thing or something, or you got something for it, then if I remember what. The first one, I know this one wasn't released with theaters, but you had that Mew card that made its way around that's now like either worthless or worth a crap ton. And I remember my neighbor, who was into Pokemon at the time, he was like, "Hey, I got this really cool Heracross card." And I gotta admit, it was pretty cool. Damn, I don't even think I have it anymore. It's either A, destroyed, which, if that's the case, I probably will cry, because that, I think, was a really, really, really rare card. I kind of wish I would have put that somewhere. Damned if I don't think I did. But, because back then I really didn't give a crap. I'm like, oh, trading cards, and I just threw them anywhere and everywhere I could. But yeah, if that thing's destroyed, man, I'm gonna be pissed. Uh, I don't really remember if I even. I mean, I know I have it unless I traded it, but damn, that'll piss me off. But yeah, there was that, and so you had like the Mew card for the first movie, but that one was more like a promo that got released certain ways. I'm pretty sure there was something for the second one, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I know Entei was given out to everybody as they're walking into the theater. Like every single person that got a ticket got an Entei card. Didn't I remember what was with the fourth one, because by that point I didn't see them in theaters anymore. And then they just sort of just got released. It wasn't big theatrical releases. It was, we're just gonna plop them up on TV, and when it gets released on home video, then you're gonna get a card to go along with it if you buy the physical copy, which a lot of people did. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of does the same thing, because I bought Dark Side of Dimensions, and there was an Obelisk the Tormentor card in it, the exact same one that you get going to the freaking movie. Because I went to see it in theaters, and when I went and bought the DVD, I'm like, oh, cool, there's a card inside, which would make a lot of sense. Most of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, when it comes out on a movie, does include a card. I mean, there was rumor that Pyramid of Light was supposed to be in the original movie, but I don't remember getting that. I think I got something else instead. And Bonds Beyond Time had something else in it, and then, well, like I said, Dark Side of Dimensions had literally Obelisk the Tormentor, which is pretty much the same card that I got when I went to the theater to see it. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. But, yeah, so this actually doesn't really surprise me when it comes to trading card games. They will, like, do definite things when they need a boost in popularity. They need something to help try to pick them up. And the fact that you're literally a game centered around pocket monsters, and the only humans are either in trainer cards or just background art, this definitely is something that is impressive, because the last time I remember seeing humans on a Pokemon card, I think was at least for me personally, that I remember seeing, was a Tepig card that I actually own that had like a small family around it. That was about it. And that would have been a while back. So there is that. But otherwise, yeah, this is impressive. Kudos to the Pokemon trading card game. You guys at least know what you're doing, or you attempt to know what you're doing. So that is pretty cool. But either way, I think it's kind of interesting that they're doing it this way. So yeah, kudos. Seriously, not bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, so this one's definitely interesting. Though I really personally have no stake in this, mostly for the fact that I never liked Peanuts. Okay, I never liked the comic. I never liked the specials. I never liked the movies. Okay, I want to stress this before I go any further. So, why will you not be seeing any of the Charlie Brown TV specials in their usual places this holiday season? The answer It's the great Apple contract, Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 is basically what you're probably hearing me say. Yeah, the Peanuts gang and their annual holiday specials have left broadcast television for their new home, Apple TV Plus. Titles include a Charlie Brown Christmas, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown will stream exclusively on the platform rather than on ABC and other networks this year. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, fans are like up in arms right now about this because of, oh my God, no, this can't be. This is horrible. 2020 is now taking everything from us now. Now that's taking away Charlie Brown. Here's the news flash that I've said so many times, and it stands to be true. Television is dead. Cable is dead. You are literally using a TV to stream stuff. Your TV has connected to the internet in some way, shape, or form. Believe me, you are not in any way, shape, or form looking at this going, yep, this is what we do. No. That's exactly what it is. Because nothing you do is going to compare to this. Nothing in the world is going to make a difference on this. And in all honesty, no matter how you slice it, you are still going to have the issues. Only with this case, you have a television and you have it connected to either a Roku player or a computer, or it's a smart TV or something. It's connected to the internet and you're just streaming content on that. It's not cable. That's what it basically is. However, if you are a fan of this beloved 1960s program and you watch this thing religiously every year, it's not bad news for you. It doesn't mean that you're going to completely miss out on the traditional viewing of their beloved programs. The Halloween special is already available, but will be streamed for free on Apple TV Plus from October 30th until November 1st. Likewise, the Thanksgiving special will stream for Apple TV Plus subscribers beginning November 18th, but will then be offered for free on the 25th, 26th, and 27th. Same goes for the iconic 1965 Christmas special, which is going to stream exclusively on Apple TV Plus on December 4th. Its limited window for free viewing will run a bit earlier, though, since it's going to be earlier than Christmas, from December 11th to the 13th. So, let me say that again. You can watch the Halloween special. It's available now on the streaming site. And you can also watch it for free from this coming Friday until November 1st. The Thanksgiving special will be up for Apple Plus TV subscribers on the 18th of November and for free on the 25th, 26th, and 27th. The Christmas special is going to be subscribers on December 4th. And the limited 3-day free window viewing is going to be December 11th, 12th, and 13th. There you go. So you're not missing any of your holiday special. And plus, by this point, I swear somebody probably has it up on YouTube, or you own the DVD of it that was released, or you have a copy of the movie somewhere, buried somewhere, that you just pop it in and watch the goddamn thing. I mean, holy crap. But yeah, so you're not going to get, it's not going to be up on regular TV this year. So that's going to, and it's upsetting people, apparently. It's really bugging the crap out of them. The new arrangement, though, is part of Apple TV Plus's team up with Wild Brain, Peanuts Worldwide, and Lee Mendelson Film Productions. The deal makes the streaming service the exclusive home for classic Peanuts content, as well as new original series and specials based on Charles M. Schulz's cartoon characters. Again, I don't really care. Peanuts it never thrilled me. It honestly never thrilled me. Back in 2018, though, Apple struck a deal with DHX, the children's content and brands company that partially owns the comic strip characters and their related intellectual properties. It's the California-based company subscription streaming service, which launched last October, has renewed its daytime Emmy-nominated Snoopy in Space for a second season, with plans to create new specials marking Mother's Day, Earth Day, New Year's Eve, and back to school. Of course you have. Other productions include The Snoopy Show, a Peanuts 70th anniversary documentary film from Image Documentaries, and Wild Brain and Peanuts in Space, Secrets of Apollo 10. Are they now like Mythbusters or something? Are they trying to like bust? What the hell? See, this is why I don't like the Peanuts. It's way too easy to make them into a marketing gimmick, and I hate that. But oh god. But yeah, so if you're hoping to watch your beloved holiday specials this year, cable is dead, and the Peanuts are now the next victim. Oh, it sucks, I know. But hey, guess what? Life moves on. In all honesty, you're not missing much. I mean, it's Peanuts. How many times can you hear the characters complain about this or dance to that crappy music in a style that I swear would be breaking necks and bones? Seriously, you're not missing anything. I was never a fan of Peanuts. So when I heard about this, I was like, yeah, it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm not a huge fan of the Peanuts to begin with, so yeah, it wasn't really upsetting me as it should have, but yeah, it wasn't really upsetting me at all, technically. I really could have cared less. I mean, seriously, it means nothing to me. It's one of those things that's like, okay, you could tell me that, this and this is happening, I'll just look at you and go, okay, that's fine. But in all honesty, I don't really care because it's not something that bothers me, or it's something that I never really liked in the first place and figured, well, screw it. Well, screw it. I don't really like it. I don't care for I never liked Peanuts. I really never did. So there, the secret is out. I'm not a fan of Peanuts. So yeah, but they're not going to be on TV this year. Apple exclusive. So yep, there you go. Okay, so in a move that really surprised no one, like at all, ever, Quibi has said that it is shutting down. Oh, well, that was fun while it lasted, huh? I mean, what, they lasted a Quibi? Yeah, they basically lasted as long as their service is supposedly what it's supposedly supposed to do. So the mobile only, which is their main problem, video subscription streaming service is shutting down. I love how apparently Jeffrey Katzenberg was telling everybody to listen to Anna Kendrick's, what the hell was it from Trolls, Get Back Up Again, or, you fall down and get up again, as they're telling him that, oh yeah, by the way, you're losing your jobs, but here, listen to this, it'll soften the blow. I was telling my mom, that's like telling somebody that just lost their arm, here, listen to Pinball Wizard. It'll soften the blow. So what happened here, basically, is that Quibi did not... it failed miserably. The concept was flawed from the start. Katzenberg should have known that, but apparently his head was so far up his ass it wasn't funny. But, oh god, this is just great. So it failed to launch. It failed massively to reach its subscriber growth targets amid the global pandemic when the app launched 6 months ago. This thing died in 6 months. This is now going to become the new joke for the next several years. I guarantee you. If a streaming service starts and fails, they're going to go, well, they pulled a Quibi. That's what Quibi's going to be known for. It's not going to be known for, 10-minute videos or a place where some of these shows existed. No, it's going to be known for, and I'm going to say it here again, a streaming service that, burns itself out in under in 6 months or less, it's going to be known from now on as a Quibi. Mark my words, it will be. But Quibi said in a statement that it intended to wind down its business operations and initiate a process to sell its assets over the next few months. Following the company's wind down and satisfaction of all liberties or liabilities, basically, the remaining funds will be returned to its investors as specified in the company's operating agreement, according to the statement. The company noted that its board made the decision to shutter after exploring several strategic and financial options. Reports previously suggested that the company was considering a full sale but failed to find a buyer. No shit. I mean, look, that's literally like going down to a marina and trying to sell a boat with a giant hole in the middle of it. And it's like, yeah, put it in the water. I want to see how it sits on the water. Well, just admire how beautiful this boat is. Don't put it down in the water. I want to see how it works in the water. The minute they put it in the water, it starts to sink. That's what Quibi is. Quibi says app subscribers will receive separate notifications regarding the final date of access to the platform. At this point, how many people are still actually on Quibi? I mean, didn't they give like a 90-day free trial? So that was like 3 months. This thing only lasted 6 months. So literally half of their, if I remember, it was like 90 days. So literally half of their, time that they've existed was a free fucking trial of their own fucking system. So you've basically lasted 3 months. Oh, God, I love it. The company blamed its woes on the changes to the industry landscape. Yeah, that's a joke. And ongoing challenges. It was clear that the business world would not be able to continue, or that the business would not be able to continue operating for the long term on a standalone basis, according to the statement. The company raised a whopping $1.75 billion to get the app off the ground from Alibaba. Now, for those of you that don't remember what Alibaba is, that's the place if you ever want to get ripped off internationally, you go buy off of their site. As well as Hollywood behemoths like Walt Disney Company, NBC Universal, and AT&T's Warner Media. Disney's going to want their money and NBC's going to come after your ass fast. So you better pay those two first. This is fun. So CEO Meg Whitman said in the statement that while the company had enough capital to continue operating for a significant period of time, which I highly doubt, we made the difficult decision to wind down the business and return cash to our shareholders and say goodbye to our talented colleagues with grace. You failed miserably. Your app was a bust. You literally could not get it off the ground in the midst of a global pandemic where streaming services were basically seeing a massive uptake in views, watching, subscribers, and viewers basically in general, and you failed miserably. You're literally like a mom and pop coffee shop opening up between a Starbucks and some other high brand. No, literally like between two Starbucks. Just put it like right between two Starbucks. You failed miserably. And you know it. So earlier on Wednesday, though, when this was announced, the Wall Street Journal reported that Katzenberg would be informing the board of the move. The company hired a restructuring firm to evaluate its options in recent weeks. Per Wall Street Journal, one of the recommendations was to close operations. Yeah, when you're hemorrhaging money and they're going that they have enough capital to continue operating for a significant period of time, which is bullshit. You're obviously hemorrhaging money. You don't have the subscriber base to keep your asses going. And the fact that what you're offering is literally a joke. People can put this stuff up on YouTube. People can put up videos on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. You have nothing that somebody in another site doesn't already have, and you freaking know it. The problem is you just didn't want to accept the fact that no matter what we do, we're screwed. Yeah, you're screwed. You're done. This was a stupid idea from the start. Your plan was what? 10-minute videos people could watch while they're standing in line at a supermarket, or standing in line at the grocery store, standing in line at Walmart, on a train going to work, in the bathroom line waiting to pee. That was your plan? And yet, here you sit, brokenhearted, came to shit and only farted, right? Yeah, there you go. Enjoy that one. That's basically what your app is at this point, okay? It's a freaking joke. Like I said, it's going to go down in history as the biggest joke ever, but definitely fun. So the big picture, though, in this, the app launched in April, struggled to attract the subscribers that it so desperately needed, and failed miserably amid the streaming boom that was happening during the COVID pandemic outbreak. You failed miserably, and you just refused to accept it. Third-party analytic companies reported over the summer that the app only attracted a few million downloads. The company never officially confirmed any paid subscriber numbers because if I remember reading right, the last time I talked about Quibi, hell, I think even when I did my rants on it, you literally had a 3-month free trial. 90-day free trial. If I remember correctly, I think it was like 90 days. So that's 3 months. How the hell are you going to get any subscribers when people are literally getting it for free? See, you did the exact opposite that a drug dealer usually does. The drug dealer business model is you give them the first hit for free, then you make them come back and buy more. And in your business model, it was we're just going to give them everything for free and hope and pray they don't overdose and come back. And it didn't work. But then there's also, and I love this part here. So Katzenberg told the New York Times in May that it saw 3.5 million downloads. That doesn't mean you have subscribers. Oh, yeah, okay. I can tell you apps on the Google Play Store that have over 5 million downloads or over 10 million downloads. But that doesn't mean that they're subscribed to it. And the best part is that they struggled to convert most of their free trial subscribers to paid subscribers, which tells you that your content sucked. Problem number 2. It also faced a heated patent lawsuit funded by a powerful activist investor over what was considered its flagship technology, which I don't understand. Quibi was created to provide short-form videos to young users via mobile. You have Twitch, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have YouTube, and you're trying to compete with that in the form of short form. You are morons. Most videos were 7 to 10 minutes in length, but shot both vertically and horizontally. In recent months, the company had been experimenting with putting some of that programming on TV screens, which they should have just did an app that you could download for your streaming devices, which probably would have helped them a bit more. I mean, hell, look at when YouTube first started. Before you actually confirm yourself on YouTube, you're limited to 10 to 15 minutes. So I think when I first started, it was 10-minute videos. Then it went up to 15. But if you confirm that you are in fact you, and you jump through I think it's one hoop that's really huge and it's easy to jump through, because I did it, then you can put up longer videos. So it's really not that difficult, but you've had videos on YouTube that are under 10 minutes long. You have videos on YouTube that are literally 10 minutes long. And you can actually even pull those up. You can go onto YouTube and you can narrow down your searches by the amount of time that the videos have to be. So you can literally have that hot barred that you only want to search for 10-minute videos. They were already beating Quibi before Quibi even got off the ground. They were already beating it into the grave. What does that tell you? The company's business model was contingent on having enough subscribers and eyeballs on its content to sell lucrative ads, which didn't work. Axios reported in March that the company sold its first year in ads $150 million in revenue ahead of its April 6th launch. That number was fixed via pre-sold ad agreements with 10 companies. Ad partners included big-name marketers like Progressive, Discover, General Mills, Procter & Gamble, AB and Boo, InBev, or whatever the hell it is, Taco Bell, Pepsi, T-Mobile, Google, and of course Walmart. You know, the big ones that usually have ads that literally just look at this and go, you know what? We'll literally drop some money on ads here. That's not a problem. We have ads all over the goddamn place. We can easily take a bit of money, pop it down here. Not a problem. I mean, for these companies, it's literally a drop in the bucket. They're like, we spent like $5 million for an ad. Hell, how much did we make? How much did we make yesterday? 2.7. Oh, sorry, 25 million. Oh, sorry, 10 million. Yeah, yesterday was a slow day. 10 million. Yeah, 5 million. That's nothing. I mean, seriously. And then prior to the service launching, Quibi CEO Meg Whitman told Axios in an interview that she expected the majority of subscribers to choose Quibi's ad-supported plan. You failed miserably. And you know it. You, honest to God, have to know this. So Quibi argued that months of stay-at-home lockdowns pushed consumers to TV streaming services and away from mobile-only video. Bullshit. TikTok basically gained massive traction in the same time, even fighting their massive issues that I don't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. But Quibi's problem was that it got too big too fast. It raised a lot of money. It couldn't live up to the hype that it basically put out. Its programming never produced any smash hits. Consumers didn't give a shit. They basically wrote a check that their asses could not cash. And that is honestly what it basically was. They literally wrote a check that their asses couldn't cash. That's it. Pure and simple. So what's next, though? The company's going to work to try to find a buyer for its assets. Good luck with that. But they continue to believe that there is an attractive market for premium, short-form content. Yes. Yes, there is. It's called YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. And of course, just to add insult to injury, because this is off of Axios.com, Jeffrey Katzenberg is an investor in Axios. So I love how they had to put that down here. It's like, look, we're putting this on here, but we're reporting about this, we're being neutral in this, but yeah, just for complete transparency, he is an investor in us. Oh, good. At least you got some of your money. I mean, it's a joke at this point. Seriously. I mean, it literally didn't even make it past a year. I like how apparently there's an Axios recap. I guess they're a podcast or something that they do. It's basically, I love this. It's like R.I.P. Quibi 2020 to 2020. I mean, it's a joke. I'm serious. It's a freaking joke. And the thing is, it never got off the ground because it was a joke. I mean, nobody liked the idea of it. It was a stupid idea to begin with. They knew it was a stupid idea to begin with. But of course, they refused to accept that part of their lie. Oh no, it's going to be good. Katzenberg's blaming the pandemic for his problems. No, that's not your problem. I mean, if you would have put, I'm really going to say this here, if you would have had like news programs on there, like news clips under 10 minutes long, detailing the issues that were currently going on, you would have probably gained a lot of traction. At least had your head above water, maybe made it to the end of the year. If you would have had stuff on there like, that really grabbed people's attention, you probably would have succeeded. You basically tried to be an abridged show, like what they have on YouTube, like a lot of the anime abridged stuff, like DBZ abridged, or Dragon Ball Z abridged, Sword Art Online abridged, stuff like that. You tried to be like them, where you wanted to make your own content, basically taking it off of something else that I swear to God already had to have existed, and made it under 10 minutes, to try to get people's attention, hoping that you're going to grab a lot of subscribers that are going to off the paid, or sorry, off the free trial, that will decide, I like this so much, I want to pay whatever they're going to charge me a month for this. When they can get YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for free. It is a failure from the start. It was a joke from the start, and you personally knew it. I mean, I really hate to say it this way, but Katzenberg basically Michael Eisnered this. Yeah, I said it. I said it, and I'm proud I said it. That was well worth it. I can't tell you how long I was waiting to even make that joke either. This is Euro Disneyland all over again. Okay, so who out there still remembers Fall Guys? You know, the 6-foot-tall penguin bird-like waddling creatures that would compete in MXC-style events. Yeah. I'm sure you do. A lot of YouTubers still play this thing. All this, Among Us, and several others. But hey, that's fine. It's still cool. But here's my question. What's one of the most boring levels that exists in this game? Would you say the tail level, where you have to basically play a game of Hot Space Potato? Only in this case, it's reverse Hot Space Potato. Or is it the game where you have to jump through rings? Is it the soccer one? The one where you have to push the balls down this long incline? No. The most boring level in Fall Guys, I've never played it, but I've watched enough of it to know that this level sucks, is basically fruit match. Yeah, it sucks. Okay? Perfect match, or as a lot of people have called it, fruit match, is one of the most boring levels in this game. Seriously, this thing sucks. So, much like last month's edition of the Giant Spinning Hammer, which has so generously been named Giant Yeetus, Fall Guys is set to receive more variations that spice up its existing mini-games. Metatronic's first preview of these remixed stages reveals an interesting spin on Perfect Match, one of the game's more boring levels. More boring levels? No, this level sucks in general. I mean, nobody ever really gets thrown off of this unless they really, really suck at this. Or they were DC'd. So you have that too. But I freaking love this. Now, keep in mind, Fall Guys did make some tweaks on some of their other levels. I know the one where you have to stay on that rotating platform. That there's like 4 different platforms you have to stay on it. Whoever gets knocked off goes into the pool and they're eliminated. Once X amount are eliminated, that's it. They did up the difficulty scale on that. I've seen by people playing. But yeah, so they're not afraid to definitely fix and tweak levels and make them more challenging, because it's supposed to be a challenging game. This is not supposed to be a simple sort of little screw you mini game. No, this is supposed to be challenging. So it's no secret that Fall Guys has some objective stinkers. That's putting it mildly. But it's a mini game pool. Perfect Match is chief among these. The memory game often feels too easy, especially if you try Markiplier's code, which honestly, I got lost trying to figure his thing out. But yeah, it sucks. But after the next update, though, players are going to need to contend with a spinning bar as they scramble to memorize fruit placements. Oh, yeah. And you can see from the Fall Guys Twitter, Fall Guys game, or at Fall Guys game, working on level variations for the mid-season update. Community, Perfect Match is too easy. The devs, hold my crown. And they literally have the bar that spins around right smack dab in the middle. Now that's going to add a definite bit of challenge to this. So yay, Perfect Match is finally going to be a lot easier. Or a lot more. It's going to be a lot more challenging, definitely. It's too fucking easy to begin with. It's going to be a lot more challenging now. I mean, I don't play Fall Guys at all, but a lot of people weren't playing it as much as they were when Among Us came out. And now there's like, what, Phasmagoria or something? Or Phantasmo or something? Or whatever the hell the newer one is. that people were playing, but there's still some die-hard Fall Guy players. There's still some die-hard Among Us players, so here is that. But Perfect Match was a snooze fest. I won't even lie about that. Whenever, like, if I'd be watching videos of this and Perfect Match was up, I'd be like, oh, God, well, nobody's going to get eliminated on this one. Because the players just get too good. And the thing is that when the players start getting too good, the levels start getting less difficult. It's like, okay, we all know what to do. Boom, now the level's not fun anymore because nobody's failing it. It's literally a joke. Don't include it. And it's true. Now it's like, oh, now it's going to be a little more challenging because that stupid spinning bar has knocked off many players. So this is going to be a lot more challenging now than it used to be. Which, now let's face it, before it wasn't exactly a massive success, and it wasn't that, great to begin with, but now it's definitely going to be a lot more tougher for them to basically up and say, hey, this is an easy level. Not anymore. You won't be able to say that anymore, but seriously. At least now you're finally going to get a chance to knock off some players, and it actually will do what it's supposed to do and what it's intended to do. Knock out players, and that's what counts. But, I mean, Fall Guys is fun. I really wish that they would just start pulling more stuff like this because they really need to up their ante a bit more when it comes to how their stuff is being chucked out there. It's not bad, but basically it falls into the same trope that a lot of other games do. If you have a lot of mini games and your mini games are too easy to beat, then nobody's going to want to play the mini game anymore because it's too easy. And there's no challenge. If something's too easy, nobody will want to play it. If it's too difficult, they don't want to play it. You need to find that sweet spot right in the middle that gets their attention, 1, keeps them going, 2, and will make it so that they don't want to leave, 3. But you seem to keep forgetting that every single time. But don't worry, you won't be forgetting it much longer. Especially once this new event kicks off and everything takes place, you're gonna be screwed now in Perfect Match. It's about damn time. I mean, Big Yeetus was a massive thing. I saw a lot of people get nailed by the hammer, and it can, like, glitch them into the platform, send them flying over the finish line so they don't even qualify. It's hilariously fun. But yeah, with stuff like that, finite tweaks here and there, Fall Guys is still going to be a lot of fun. And it's one of those that it can still expand and experiment with different things. It's definitely a game that's built around we can improvise and we can improve stuff. It's just one of those, how quickly can you do it versus, can you do it now sort of deals. And that's basically what we're at. But either way, this is impressive. Very, very impressive. All right, go, Mighty Morphin Hasbro, I guess? Since Hasbro's going to be bringing more Power Rangers to TV and the big screen. Oh boy. Oh, goody. Look, I like Power Rangers as much as the next person, but the movie ideas, no. Look, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, that was a good movie. Turbo Power Rangers movie was the perfect example of this is why you don't completely copy the Japanese formula. Because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put special V cinemas out or specials that tie into the series in the theaters. But you don't ever do it for the series premiere. I mean, literally, how did they get their turbo powers? You need to see Turbo Power Rangers movie. They don't explain it in the TV series. They give you a quick flashback. That's it. Screw that noise. In fact, it was literally in theaters for a week. It really didn't help. And then, of course, you had the Abomination. The 2017 Power Rangers reboot movie. Which, yeah. The less said about that, the better. Look, Bryan Cranston cannot save everything. He couldn't save that shitty Godzilla movie, and he sure as hell cannot save Power Rangers. I mean, it's kind of bad when, like I said, the trailer for this thing felt like I Am Number 4 mixed with Chronicle and The Breakfast Club. Not a good combination. It seriously was not a good combination. But the 2017 Power Rangers reboot movie did not do good. No shit compared to its previous manifestations. But that doesn't mean that its morphin time is going away anytime soon. Of course not, because you still have the old classic shows that have been out on DVD now for a few years. You can easily pull those back up and rewatch the whole series again, right? No. Hasbro's E1 is involved with, it's the end of the effing world creator, Jonathan Entwistle, I believe, or Entwistle, or so, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I really don't. But they're going to be bringing out more Power Rangers. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the new initiative will see Entwistle, whatever, overseeing the directing both film and television adaptations. Look, the TV series is fine. Please don't fuck with that. Please don't fuck with that. You're finally starting to find your footing. Please don't fuck this up. I mean, don't pull a Disney. Don't try to just dub the Sentai. You know, please don't fuck this up. But it's based, according to a quote here, this is an unbelievable opportunity to deliver new Power Rangers to both new and existing generations of awaiting and adoring fans. We'll bring the spirit of analog into the future, harness the action and storytelling that made this brand a success. End quote. That was the exact remark in an official statement that Entwistle made. I cannot pronounce your last. I swear to God, I'm not pronouncing it right. E1's film president Nick Meyer and global television president Mike Lombardo released a statement about how pleased they are with Entwistle helming the project. Jonathan is an incredible creative vision for this iconic and hugely successful franchise, and is hands down the right architect to join us as we reimagine the television and film worlds of this property, they said. Look, I'm just going to say this way. The original Power Rangers franchise, before Disney got their grubby little hands on it, was not bad. It took the footage from the Japanese Super Sentai series at the time, mixed it in with, shots that were filmed here in the U.S., ironically out in California. When Disney took over, they moved all production to New Zealand. And that's basically what we got then. I would say similar concept, but no, it wasn't even close. Not by a long shot. Some of the more prominent seasons a lot of people might remember would be Mystic Force, Dino Thunder, Operation Overdrive, which is hated by so many people. I kind of liked it, but then again, we all know the Samuel Benta issue that a lot of people have with it. I don't care if you claim innocence or not. You waited how many years to say anything? You fucking stole it. You know it. But I'm sorry. I have no respect for the man after that. It took him years to even come out and say anything about it. If he would have said something like a month or two afterwards, I would have probably felt like, nah, okay, I really don't think he did it. No. Years later, nah, I kind of think you did it. Now you're just covering your ass. I still think that way too. But you had like all those franchises. The final one that was under Disney's helm officially, because I do not count that rebranding of the Mighty Morphin series where they just add like the Batman effects from the 1960s Batman series. I don't consider that to be an actual season. I consider that to be Disney just writing out the contract and the license. I honestly freaking do. The final season, in my opinion, that Disney had their hands on was RPM. And then when that ended the day after Christmas, don't remember the year. I don't remember the year. I want to say 2009, 10. No, 10 or 11, somewhere on the. By the way, when it ended, it was like, I know it was December 26th, but when it ended, that was the end of the franchise. When they basically started redoing the Mighty Morphin with the Batman effects, it's like, I swear, like I said, they were just riding out the license till it ended, and they sucked at it horribly. I mean, it was bad. Then we went into limbo for a while. I was like, okay, well, it's done. Then Haim Saban bought it back. And I still stand by my comment and my phrasing when I said it this way, that his original idea was, I'm going to pitch it around the network, see who's going to bite at it. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were probably the two on his radar. But Cartoon Network by that time had firmly shoved their foot up their own ass by only wanting to have 11-minute programs on their block at a time. So, like, one episode has to be 11 minutes long, no exceptions. And that kind of killed their chances, I think, of taking it. With Disney no longer even in the running for it because, screw Disney, you had basically Nickelodeon. And Nickelodeon was probably like, yeah, we'll take it. That's great. We'll give you a year, get your shit together, get everything all set up, get us a couple episodes filmed up, at least a season's worth, and we'll be good to go. And what I think happened with that deal, because of how everything seems with Samurai, was that they struck the deal. The original deal was basically going to be a year later than what it actually premiered. Be like, yeah, give it to us a year from now. That will give you plenty of time to get, like, the script fixed up, get a couple episodes, recorded. We'll put this thing out on our block and our network. We'll make a whole big deal about this. It'll be perfect. And I think what ended up happening was Nickelodeon ended up falling short on a couple other programs, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, we don't have the programming now that we need. And then they looked at Saban and said, hey, remember how we said we'd give you a year? You got 6 months. Maybe less than that. We need it now. And just like that, we got Samurai, which wasn't bad, but like I said, that's my interpretation of how this had to have gone down, because it makes no sense otherwise. Because Saban would have known to not fuck up a program like this. I mean, hell, you helmed this thing in its infancy. You know how the formula works. That's my theory as to how it got so messed up, was that they basically looked at him and was like, yeah, hey, that's fine. We won't need it for at least a year. You're good to go. No problem. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we got a problem. We need it now. We got screwed. Massively screwed, big time screwed. We need you ready in like 6 months. And boom. That's my theory as to how this went down. Because otherwise, it made no sense then for Samurai to start at episode 3 and us to not have the first 2 episodes come till literally the end of the first season. That's Code Lyoko bullshit right there. And I love Code Lyoko, but they screwed up by having what literally was the prequel later on in the series. What should have been the first 2 episodes, we get further down the line. It was like season 3 or season 4 is when we get them. And I'm like, what the hell? I think it was season 4. But either way, it's like, what the hell? That made no sense. And that seems to be what the general idea was with this, is that, nah, we're screwed either way. At this point, it's just like, we'll try to make it better next time. And then they failed miserably for the anniversary, because the less said about Megaforce and Super Megaforce, the better. I could rewatch that thing 100 times. I'll still have the same opinion. But with this, as I know I'm getting way off topic here, but with this, I feel like Hasbro has the formula now. They kind of understand me. When they started it, Beast Morphers was a freaking shit show. Nobody will deny this. I'll even admit I saw clips of it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is god-awful. But with Hasbro basically now at the helm, they're looking at this, I would go, okay, look, you have the formula now. You at least understand how you want to do this. Don't rock the goddamn boat. What are they going to do? They're going to rock the boat. They're going to rock the boat and hit the boat over, aren't they? Pretty much. Probably. And that bothers me because, and this is honestly why it bothers me, you have so much that this franchise can still bring to the party. I mean, the Sentai series is still going on yet over in Japan. The next Power Rangers adaptation we're going to get is going to be off of Rue Soldier, which I swear is basically the continuation of Koruger, but nobody's been able to prove that, but I still swear it is, because everything in that seems so fucking familiar. It's not even funny. But there's that. You have Tokuger, which they have never adapted yet because they jumped around. You have they didn't injure. You have Zooger, Q Ranger, so many others. Pat Ranger versus Lupin Ranger, which I gave a really cool idea for an adaptation for that. So many of them yet to adapt. So while this is good news, and I won't lie, I do kind of think this is kind of interesting. Focus on the TV aspect of it. Don't worry about the fucking films. You've proven, and this genre has proven, that unless you're going to take something off of this, like if you're literally going to take the movies that they made in Japan and Americanize those, don't do movies with Power Rangers. It's not worth it. You're just literally asking for trouble, and you're writing a check that you are never going to get finished. And it's going to backfire in your face big time. Look at the reboot movie. Take a damn good look at that. And then look at what you want to do. Learn from their mistakes and don't fuck this up. That's basically where I'm standing at with it. But yeah, it's interesting nonetheless. Hopefully Power Rangers, like I said in my video that I put out, I think it was ironically last week or earlier this week. I think it was early. Yeah, it was earlier this week, I think. It still has a good, bright future ahead of it. At least the rumors that that Hasbro wanted to tell Toei to shove it, I guess, have fallen to the wayside. So that is good. They were just rumors after all, which is really good because you don't tell Toei to go shove it. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't come back to bite anybody hard in the ass. At least I'm really hoping it doesn't. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. Tune in next week. And there's going to be something really cool happening. It's Halloween. That's basically it. It's Halloween, it's Blue Moon. What more could you want, right? Yeah. But anyway, like I said, you have until 3 p.m. on Tuesday to submit your questions for the October Q&A because of everything that was going on with me this month. I'll give you till 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday to submit your questions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for this last hour or so. And above all else, have a nice day. Have a nice week. And I'll catch you next time. Right here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Bye, everybody.